Good morning. I don't know if you guys recognize, but I'm home, but my dog up on the couch. I'm about to get ready and head back, but I told you guys this before. I'm just watching my house a little bit while my parents are gone. So sometimes my sister doesn't have to stay home. It's really like late in the morning. Like, I don't know if you would even consider it morning. I woke up super early. I still haven't ate a single thing. My period cramps were on another level this morning. Like another level this morning. I was rolled over in a ball and literally sitting there for hours, and there was nothing I could do to make it go away. It's a lot better now, so I'm just gonna take advantage of that and just start heading out right now. I do have a surprise for you guys when I get back to my place. A really exciting surprise. But the surprise I have for myself is Advil, bro, because I don't know why my sister doesn't have Advil. So, weigh myself, eat, drink some coffee, and get ready for the gym. Why are you looking at me like that, dude? Why? Bye, baby. Oh, don't be sad. I'm not lying to you guys when I say it feels like my insides are having a sword fight. I just don't get why this is a thing. Like, I just don't get why every month there has to be a war in my uterus. And not only that, I'm starving, but like while I was in pain, it was not comforting to even put water in my mouth, so I didn't even try to eat food. So I'm starving and going to war at the same time. Could you imagine? Good morning. Look who's staying with me, dude. Permanently, hopefully.
See what I did with the
Nice restaurant. Wait, so
it's over. Do you want a donut?
I do want a donut. Guys, we found out. I know, like, I don't know if any of you have a Krispy Kreme where you're from. Not only is the line super long, they're also in buttfuck. At least I've never had one close to me. And my market sells them by the dozen now. Like, as soon as me and Elena saw that, it went straight into the cart. I'll take a glazed. Glazed.
Almond glue, like I swear.
Fair enough.
So I was like, he was like, well, I could change my hair now. I was trying to ask him, because you know, they weren't responding to my text.
The ponytail, I knew it would be so...
So yummy.
Oh my god, dude.
There's only one more glazed.
I'm sorry, we should have halved it.
No, there's one more.
You guys are gonna have to forgive me because I literally just had a coffee. I had a Krispy Kreme, and I forgot to step on the scale before I did. The minute that door opened, I lost control. All right.
Okay.
I feel like that sort of makes sense to where I would want to be at currently. I was at a 111.64 last time I talked to you guys, and it's been a week since, so I should be near 112. And it sort of makes sense that after I drink all of that, I could gain around like a pound. So I think we're on track. I've been expecting this package to come in for a little bit, but I think I've talked about it before on here. Like, I literally have delivery issues when it comes to my address for some reason. And it got delayed, I think, like twice. And it's finally here. It's supplements from the brand One Soul. There's a vegan protein vanilla caramel cake, vegan protein chocolate sea salt. Don't look at my nails, I'm getting them done. The coffee, and then pre-workout mango guava. I'm gonna be trying this today, and maybe I'll have one of the protein shakes when I get back. Have a good one.
Thanks, you too.
Oh. Bye, Bubba. Bye, babies.
Oh.
The creatine, the creatine's gonna be so nasty. Okay, who's this? Now we split in water. Oh, you're gonna make me gag. Dude, that one's good though, huh?
Okay. It's okay. That's like a weird taste. What is it?
Sour candy does? Even when you mix it with water?
With creatine carne.
Okay, you guys, I never really dry scoop. I know you guys have seen in my videos, but when I do, it's necessary because I don't have a shaker or something with me. I split the powder up in like intervals. Ready?
I'm gonna move this the slightest bit. Get it?
Hey, no, that actually tastes good. I'm not even lying to you. The initial is weird, but then it's like very... You'll see what we get.
I've never dry scooped creatine before. I've dry scooped salt.
No, that's gonna be so nasty. You're about to see.
It doesn't taste like anything. Oh, it ended right before. I'm gonna save this. We'll just do the next one.
I didn't like the way that felt.
Back to the sound. Back to the sound. Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight. Better off, I'm gonna find my way tonight. Won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me? What makes this happy face? Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight. Better off, I'm gonna find my way tonight.
this shower like fast as fuck.
Mickey.
Yeah, of course. I realized there wasn't really gonna be time to cook today, at least like right now, immediately after the gym. So we stopped by one of my favorite places for food. Let me show you guys. It's like this simple chicken, rice, and veggies bowl, but it beats anything. I brought my little fruit bowl in bed. Today was honestly like all over the place because I woke up late. Because I rolled out of bed late because of my cramps. Like I literally started off the entire day on such like a late agenda. It's currently 11 p.m. and I have like, me knowing how much I eat relatively every day, I'm so behind on food today, and I was literally just standing in my kitchen and I was about to cook. I'm probably gonna make something really small like a sandwich, but I'm just not in the mood, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm probably gonna be set back on food today and just give myself that setback and not really stress about it too much, and just make up for it for the rest of the week, because one setback is really not that bad. Instead of literally stressing myself out and staying up to like 3 a.m. eating, making food, I'm just gonna make myself a sandwich, enjoy a fruit bowl, probably some more fruits because there's a ton that I like. I saw the mangoes and my eyes caught on them. Elena's been here since Thursday. Right now it's Sunday, so we've been like sort of on a little bit of a shitty schedule. We had like a lot going on. Sometimes we stay up really late because of stuff we were doing, and that set us back a lot. Like our morning schedule was a little bit off, but this Sunday's literally looking amazing, so we're gonna start off early tomorrow. I can't thank you guys enough for like giving me this platform and letting me meet people like Elena and Nona, because they honestly like are growing to be really, really good friends of mine. Something else that I wanted to talk about that I didn't really get to talk about, like I remember the last time I talked to you guys, I was reading this book, and I still am, but I'm sort of taking a little bit of like a breather on it. I'm not really giving too much, I'm not really caring about it too much, because I think the saying is like taking it with a grain of salt. That's really how I'm treating this book. I sort of started picking up other books amidst this one, which I usually just like read one book at a time. But I'll tell you why. This book, basically his rules of life apply through, at least through the pages that I had gone through. I was sort of thrown off by this book right at the start-ish. Like it was really cool in the beginning, and then I started just sort of like growing a little bit away from it, because he like compares human beings to like lobsters, and how like there's like a power dynamic. Just comparing humans to lobsters. And the only issue I have with that is a lot of like authors talk about things like that, and they compare human beings to animals, and in my perspective, I feel like human beings are so complex that like the comparison that sometimes people put them through by like comparing our species to other species throws me off a little bit, because I feel like our level of consciousness and the way that we work, I don't really care what people believe to be like this subliminal programming in us. I don't agree with it, just because I think we're so far from that now. Maybe our ancestors were a little bit like that, but us today, I feel like the human beings are so complex, and you've got to sort of view them that way. The comparison to lobsters really threw me off, because like I get it, but at the same time it's a little weird. A book I recently started reading, and I get asked about my books all the time, that's why I want to talk about this. A book I recently started reading is this one. I think this book is really good for people who have like a short attention span, because each of the essays are like this long. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you have a short attention span and you're just trying to get like some kind of insightful message daily, this is the perfect book to pick up. Read an essay, read 2 essays, and then call it a day. I really just started reading it, but I'm seemingly a fan of this. I do really like it. One of the first essays talks about it's subconscious behaviors that are keeping you from having the life you want, and there was one of the behaviors that it talks about. Third behavior is you assume that when it comes to the following your gut instincts, happiness is good and fear and pain are bad, which I think is like such an important thing to note, because I personally think following your instincts and following your gut, and sort of really tuning in on what your body and your mind is inherently telling you when you think of a situation or you're trying to plan something, setting goals, I think that's super important, and I think that tells you a lot. I feel like we are smarter subconsciously than we think we are, and that sort of woke me up a little bit, because a lot of the time I feel like when my gut instinct is a little scary, like there's pain or there's fear or there's hesitation, sometimes I pull back from that and I go, whoa, is this something that I'm not supposed to be doing? Is this something that is not good for me? Is that what my body and my mind is telling me right now? And the book mentions, like, of course, when you really, really love something, like let's say I'm thinking of plans of my future, I'm obviously really, really devoted and excited for my future. And with love comes fear. When you really love something, you're scared of losing it, you're scared of approaching it in a certain way, you're scared of messing it up. So fear doesn't really mean bad. If anything, like, that's non-negotiable when it comes to the things that you love and the things that you're really passionate about. I'm already like a couple pages into this book, and it's already given me insight to different perspectives that I hadn't considered before. So 10 out of 10. Maybe I should say like 8 out of 10 because I haven't even finished it yet. But definitely a really good book, like for those quick morning reads, just for something little in your mornings to start your day off on like a positive foot. You can literally finish this book by just reading them casually in the mornings, and you probably get something really good out of it.